in Zimbabwe. All right, so I told you last time um, the stage where we were at waiting for the quotation. So I want to talk to you about the $2,000 problem that almost stopped me from proceeding. But for me, water business is a lucrative business, so it's something to really go and dig deeper. So, my name is Betha Fox. I am a wellness and financial freedom coach, and I really want to help people with business ideas if they are planning to relocate. So, this channel is mainly about giving people tools and strategies on how to navigate if you want to do a business in Zimbabwe. Okay, so remember last time I told you I did contact some of the water testers. So I was waiting for the quotation so that we can start the process, right? So if you haven't watched part one and part two, make sure you go watch it under the starting a water business in Zimbabwe. Okay. All right. So here now is the dilemma. This is now the dilemma. It's like to do the initial water testing, like right now, I need about $2,000. That's a lot of money, to be honest, US dollars. And considering the high cost of living, it's so hard to raise that money, in my opinion. So when we talk about 2,000 US dollar, this is a kind of like maybe, is it 3,000? Almost a 3,000. I'm not too sure about the rates and everything. Or let's say 2,800 or 3,000. So now the dilemma is, should we borrow or raise the money? So those are the two dilemmas. And knowing me, I don't really like debt. So what are the pros? What are the cons of getting the loan to start the project? So why I don't like borrowing money to start a business, especially in Zimbabwe, because let's face it, when you're doing business in Zimbabwe, it's better to be on the ground, to be honest. It's better to be on the ground. But if I want to be on the ground, that means this is no longer about $2,000. Now we are talking about more than that. Because if I have to fly, and I know Kevin doesn't want to stay behind when I go to Zimbabwe, so that's going to cost a lot of money. So I'm just going to do it remotely for now. So now the dilemma that almost stopped me is $2,000 to start the initial water testing. Where does the $2,000 come from? It's either I can get a loan, a line of credit, or raise money. So if you were in this situation, just write in the comments, what would you do? Would you take a loan? And the thing is, to be honest with you, when you're doing this kind of businesses, you don't even know what to expect in the future. Like right now, to be honest, I really don't know the total costs of everything. I'm still gathering that information. But the little I know right now, the three offices we are supposed to go to right now, I need at least $2,000. This is just the starting point. It might not be enough. Because remember, when you are dealing with things like this, there are additional costs that can come. So I was thinking, oh my, I don't want to get into debt because of starting a business in Zimbabwe. And then doubt is creeping in. How far am I willing to go? Because in any business, it doesn't matter whether it's in Zimbabwe or here, there are some challenges you might face along the road that makes you want to just say, you know what, I'm done. But for me, I'm thinking, if we are planning to relocate, if I'm planning to relocate for retirement, then I need stable income in addition to what I'm already doing. So I want a business where I can operate it when I get to Zimbabwe because I don't like being idle. So the decision between borrowing the $2,000 for the initial water testings or raise more money through side income. So after contemplating and thinking and thinking and thinking, I decided, you know what? Borrowing money to start a business in Zimbabwe is a huge mistake, especially when you are not there. So borrowing is out of the it's out of the equation. So now the thing is, how do I raise the 2,000? Right. So I have got ideas. So if you are in this predicament whereby you want to invest back home and you are thinking, should I borrow or should I raise more money? Then this video is for you. Yes. So for me, borrowing is a non-starter because $2,000, if I borrow from the bank right now, let's say I do a line of credit or a loan, the interest charges are gonna be maybe 7 to 12%. So the $2,000 expense is gonna be more, right? There are some people who use credit cards to do this. I don't recommend that myself. So like I said, debt is out of the way. I am going to raise the money. Yeah. So what are the other options do I have to raise the money? Like what streams? So if you're in this predicament like me right now, let's say you're building maybe a BNB and you're running out of cash, should you borrow or should you increase your income? Right? So I'm trying to figure out. So this is my journey. I'm walking with you on my journey of what's happening because seriously, I really want to relocate to Zimbabwe one of these days when I retire. Well, maybe not to relocate fully, but 6 months in, 6 months out. But however, if you're going to spend 6 months in Zimbabwe, then you need some strong income while you are there, in addition to what you are doing right now. So the decision right now is the plan is still moving ahead, raising the 2,000, no borrowing. Borrowing is out of the question. Now I'm just at a stage whereby I'm looking for ways to make the extra $2,000. Because for most people, this is the time whereby they will just quit and say, you know what, this is because I don't know what to expect. I'll give you an example. When we did our borehole, we actually got a quotation, but they did not give us all the figures. Some figures we discovered after they started the job. So one of the things people do, from my own experience in Zimbabwe, is if you are looking for information to do a project, they don't tell you all the figures. And I think why they don't tell you all the figures is because they don't want to scare you. Because if they say, oh, this is gonna be $10,000, you run. So if they say, yeah, 2,000, you like, okay, 2,000, that's good, and then you jump in, and then along the way, oh, by the way, we didn't tell you this is required. So that expense. And one thing I've had, but okay, when we were building, when builder or whoever is doing the building, in charge of the building, if they give you a quotation, if they say this project is gonna cost you $10,000, make sure you budget $20,000, because prices, they increase. Like right now, fuel and prices of things are just hiking. So if you were given a quotation for $10,000 in February, definitely that quotation has changed because of the fuel crisis and everything. So whatever quotation you get, especially in Zimbabwe, Put a markup of 60%. Otherwise, you are going to run out of cash. And the other trap that people fall in is when you borrow, those interest charges will make the project more expensive. So make sure you understand. So normalize having side income that you can use for your projects. Because the thing is, if you are doing a project, you're sending money, here you are paying for the loan, and the expenses are increasing, it's going to be hard for you. Somebody told me last year, actually, someone messaged me and say, oh, there's a stand, there's a half done, not half done, like quarter done house that is selling. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're gonna watch this was a live stream, so I don't edit anything. I just come talk, and so this is. Thank you so much for watching the. If you're gonna be watching this as a replay, be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. So right now, the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Last time when I checked, I had where did your eyebrows go? Oh, I ran out of my eyebrow pencil, so I thought I'd just come. Oh my God, you can spot. I wore my head so that I can cover. Oh, I'm forgetting this is gonna be live stream, so I cannot edit or anything. Let me stick to that topic. Okay. All right. So the dilemma right now with our starting a business in Zimbabwe is I need to raise $2,000 to start the initial, just the initial. We don't even know how much it is. So we are not going to do debt. Nope. We are not borrowing money for nothing. So what we are going to do is just have to make extra, like, side income to raise that money. So that is where we are right now. So I'm gonna be updating you on this journey because I'm really curious, because the first office we went to, we were told you need a consultant because this is a big task. It's gonna require you to go back and forth many offices. So I'm wondering if he said, and another thing too, what I think, I don't know when he said you need to have a consultant, you know what? I'm thinking they also get a cut. For example, if we say, okay, we don't want to do this ourselves, can you help us find a consultant? They find a consultant and then they get a referral bonus. So I'm thinking, well, it's not like I'm going to retire tomorrow. So it doesn't matter how long a time it takes. I'm just going to take my time, do the whole process, so that for people who are planning to relocate, I can be your resource. If you are planning to start a water business, I can give you pointers, offices to go. It will, shortcut your journey, because right now people are looking for ways on how to relocate. You know, we are thankful God brought us in this diaspora. But there's a time you just feel, you know what, I want to go to my roots, where my umbilical cord is. And then there are some people who are okay here, they don't want to go back, and that's okay. But most people, they just want to go back home. They miss their families, they miss their loved ones. They just feel, oh, sorry. We all have a different calling when we came to these countries. Some people, they came here to stay. They are going to generations, and then generations of their families are going to be here. And then there are some people who just say, you know what, they are destined to be here for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but they go back. And the thing is, nobody tells you what to do. You know from the gut that, you know what, I'm meant to go back. then you start preparing. But there's another situation whereby people are very adamant. They know they don't want to go back. So they are building their life here. And then, boom, they get retirement. They are 65, 75. They realize, oh no, I made a mistake. I should have done something back home. For me, my recommendation, don't avoid living in regret, because when you are young, yeah, this is nice, I'm not going back, and then you hit 75, 60, you are like, oh no, I have to go back. But you don't have anything back home. That's when the problem lies. Because I'm telling you, depending on your financial situation, let's say you are struggling financially, that means you are going to be limited to where you are going to go. So that means you're going to be stuck here. Long winters, that can be depressing. So I always say to people, you know what? You never know what tomorrow will bring. Just have a plan B. And some people will say, well, why do I have to build? What if I don't go back? What if I die here and all my efforts are wasted? For me, that's not how I look at it. For me, I want to leave a legacy. See, whether I relocate, whether it doesn't happen, whether I die before I relocate, whatever it is, leaving a legacy is also a good thing. Like when you build your place, even if you don't get to stay in the place, for me, there's a satisfaction I feel knowing that I've left a legacy. Why am I sharing this? If you don't know what you don't know, it's always good to have a plan B. I had a story. This lady, she's now old, and now she's regretting not having done anything back home because she wants to go back, but she doesn't have anywhere to go back to. So always have a plan B. And like I always say, things can always change in these countries. Policies and laws, they can just change. So always have a plan B. Anyways, I'll see you next time with another update. So on this channel, I am a bridge, giving people information, people who want to relocate to Zimbabwe. And I'm also a bridge for people who want to come to Canada. I share tools and resources. And here in Canada, there's a program, a rural program, where they are short of labor. So that program is open. And also in that province, I'm not going to give you the information, but I'm just going to share with you. So if you are planning to relocate to Canada, there are some pathways that are opening up. Some rural areas, they are short of labor. So they are bringing people from outside to come here to fill those positions. Yes, I know there's an outcry about immigrants coming and taking people's jobs, but there are some places that are in need, because most people, they don't want to go and live in the rural area here in Canada. They want to be in the city. So those communities, small communities, are struggling. So pathways are opening. And also agriculture, like you can get a entrepreneur visa to come and be a farmer here in Canada. So I have to go. If you need any more information, I want you to email me on solution@tbhwellness.ca. Then I can give you that information. Anyways, the reason why I came today was to share my journey and an update of where I am when it comes to starting a water business in Zimbabwe. So now I need to raise $2,000. This is just the initial. The reason why I want to join just the 2,000, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So this is 2,000 US dollars I have to raise. So how am I going to raise? I sell my t-shirts, hoodies, and hats. That's one of the stream I'm going to be raising for that project. I sell my wellness books. So basically, these are the two ways I want to raise the 2,000 US dollars to start the process. Anyways, if you like this content, if you know anybody who likes this comment, share with them. So like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, thank you. I have to go. Take care. Bye. Oh, somebody's asking me, where did my eyebrows go? I didn't realize I had run out of my eyebrow pencil. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, thank you. So, oh, you know what? Now I need to make this video. Oh, I forgot. All right, I forgot to put this on WhatsApp, so I was just sharing this. Anyway, they watched the replay. 21 minutes. I wanted to stay here for 15 minutes, but that's okay. So I will bring you more updates on how this water business startup is going, okay? So thank you so much for the support. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Yay. Okay.